Hello, I'm Firepug. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go through a bunch of Blisk Legend ideas. These are just all concepts for his possible abilities based off of a bunch of stuff from Titanfall. As you can see, I'm not in Apex Legends right now. I'm showing you stuff from Titanfall, which is pretty much the whole predecessor of Apex Legends, and what is in Titanfall 2 you often find in Apex Legends with slight adjustments. Now, if anything ever does come out where we actually have some leaked abilities for Blisk, which should eventually happen if he's coming, then I will actually make a real video and I'll have it put up in the suggested probably right now, and then you can go watch that actual one instead of watching this one just about concept ideas that I come up with. And if you guys do have any other ideas, you can add on to mine or come up with your own in the comments. And if you have any questions, post them there too and I will respond. So as I said earlier, a lot of stuff in Apex Legends comes from Titanfall 2. As we see here, we have our Pathfinder grappling dude. We have our OG Octane right here. We have, this guy does an AWOL, so this is like Rampart. Here is our Wraith. This one phases, and this one is a Pulse Blade, which is like the early on Bloodhound. I'm going to show you that one later on because I think this could be one of Blisk's abilities. Now, also we have boosts, which are sort of like mini ultimate abilities. I want to show you ticks in game and just go over that and what that could be like for an ability. So I'm going to load up a game here, but before I do, I just want to show you guys a little bit of background on Blisk. Here it is. You can read this for yourself if you want to. I did already make a video sort of outlining what Blisk's background is. Now, another good reason why we could be seeing Blisk is Blisk did know Ash, which here is our leader of Vincent Dynamics faction. And they did work together a while back when Ash was a part of the Apex Predators, which is led by Blisk. And another part of me thinking that Pulse Blade is going to be Blisk's tactical is the fact that he is often seen with a knife, just like now. So let's get into the game. So here, as I drop in, we have Blisk as his usual self.
This fight is what you were born for.
So that's a little look at Blisk and what he's like inside of Titanfall 2's multiplayer. Now let's take a look at what I think some of his abilities are going to be. So an idea I had for Blisk's tactical is the Pulse Blade, as I mentioned briefly earlier. So basically what the Pulse Blade is think of it as a throwable Bloodhound scan. So this basically allows you to take a look at an area from a far distance away or whatever position you are in, and you can then observe the enemies in that area. You can stick it to any surface, you can see through walls easily just like a Bloodhound scan, and it just scans out the people in that area. So on to Blisk's ultimate. So one idea that I had that I mentioned earlier is explosive ticks. So what ticks are is basically it's like your common loot tick from Apex Legends, except when you throw them, you can check them out, they pop up, they start walking around, they find the nearest enemy and simply explode. So those are just my ideas about Blisk's abilities. Again, we have the Pulse Blade, allowing you to see things through surfaces, and we have the explosive ticks that go up and explode. And for passive, I honestly do not know. As a recon legend, it's kind of tough to figure out what a passive would be. Maybe it would tie into the ticks. Maybe his passive would be he could control the ticks like the way Crypto can control his drone. Or maybe it would be something more along the lines of the Titanfall movement, like from the Shadowfall event. Those are just my personal ideas. Now feel free to build off of those in the comments. If you guys do have any questions about anything Titanfall related, feel free to ask. That is all I have in this video, and I'll see you guys later.